day everyone, I hope you're all doing fine. By the way, my name is Camila Amor M. Inario from Bachelor of Physical Education at Jose Rizal Memorial State University, Dipolog Campus. Before I'll start with my topic, let me tell you first the introduction of our lesson. Framework can be defined as a basic structure underlying a system or concept. Contextually in ethics, it refers to a set of assumptions, concepts, values, and practices that constitute a way of viewing reality. Okay, so with this definition, a framework is pretty much like a worldwide or a held theory. Basically, ethicists today generally divide the study of morality into three subject areas. And these three subject areas are meta-ethics, normative ethics, and lastly is the applied ethics. Among the three, the topic that I chose is applied ethics. So for today's video, I am going to tackle and elucidate applied ethics. What comes in your mind when you hear the word applied ethics? Well, applied ethics philosophically examines specific controversial moral issues. Using philosophical methods, this area of concern in ethics attempts to determine the ethically correct course of action in specific realms of human action. For a subject to be considered as an applied ethical issue, not only must it be a matter of moral judgment, but it has to be controversial. That is, there must be considerable groups of people both for and against the issue. Applied ethical issues nowadays are classified into various subfields. Basically, applied ethics has 5 subfields. These are bioethics, environmental ethics, business ethics, sexual ethics, and lastly is the social ethics. Let us tackle bioethics first. Bioethics concerns ethical issues pertaining to life, biomedical medicine, healthcare, and medical profession. As such, it deals with controversies like those about surrogate mothering, genetic manipulation of fetuses, stem cell research, using human embryos in research, in vitro fertilization, abortion, suicide, patient rights, confidentiality of patients' records, physicians' responsibilities, and mandatory medical screening. From the word itself, bio, which means life, so this ethical issue talks about or pertains life of the people. Next ethical issue that we will be tackling is the environmental ethics. Environmental ethics deals with moral issues concerning nature, ecosystem, and its non-human contents. This includes issues such as animal rights, animal experimentation, endangered species preservation, pollution control, and sustainable development. In bioethics, as what I've mentioned earlier, it talks about life and biomedicine, while this ethical issue, which is the environmental ethics, it talks about the nature, it talks about the pollution control, and it also focuses on the non-human contents. Next is the business ethics. Business ethics examines moral principles concerning the business environment, which involves issues about corporate practices, policies, business behaviors, and the conduct and relationships of individuals in organizations. It investigates ethical controversies such as those about social responsibility of businesses, employee rights, harassment, labor unions, misleading, advertising, job discrimination, and whistleblowing. Next ethical issue that we will be tackling is the sexual ethics. Sexual ethics studies moral issues about sexuality and human behavior. It examines topics like homosexuality, lesbianism, polygamy, premarital sex, marital fidelity, extramarital sex, non-marital procreation, loveless sexual relations, safe sex, and contraceptive use. And last but not the least is the social ethics. Social ethics deals with what is right for a society to do and how it should act as a whole. Its focus is on what may be deemed as proper behavior for people as a whole. Some of the issues under social ethics are those about racial discrimination, death penalty, nuclear weapon production, gun control, drug use for fun, and welfare rights. That's all for today's video. I hope you learned something new today. Again, this is Camila Amor M. Inario, your teacher educator.